I mean, is anybody paying attention to what's happening in London? I'm going to say it here on the floor of the House and get the scorn of people when I say you've got a massive Muslim takeover of the United Kingdom going on right before our eyes. They would say, Chip, well, what is wrong with that? Well, I've got some pretty strong concerns about Sharia law and whether that'll be forced upon the American people. In this case, the people of the United Kingdom.
That was Republican Representative Chip Roy, and he had some pretty serious concerns about Sharia law or Islamic law being forced upon the American people. Let's hear more of Chip Roy's tirade so maybe we can try to make more sense out of what he's actually afraid of.
I've got pretty strong concerns about people who want to see Israel's destruction, who were happy about October 7th, who were elected in the United Kingdom. Some might say that we've seen that here in the United States. What are we going to do about that? We have 51.5 million people who are foreign born in the United States. They have about 20 to 25 million kids. That puts that well over 20-something% of our population. It's the highest such number in the history of our country. People say, well, isn't that great? Is it? Are we teaching people about Western civilization? Are we teaching people about the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, the rule of law? Are we teaching them Western values? Are we teaching them God exists? Are we teaching them the importance of freedom? Or are we teaching an entire generation or two or three to run around complaining about what's wrong and why the entire world is against them because of their skin color, their sex, their supposed gender identity?
Oh my God, there's so much there. All right, so what is Chip Roy referring to when he talks about the UK and its Muslim takeover? So last Friday, a man named Mothin Ali was elected to the city council in Leeds, England as a part of the Green Party. A video of him celebrating his election in front of a Palestinian flag was posted to TikTok, and the comments he made during his speech garnered a lot of negative attention.
We will not be silent. We will raise the voice of Gaza. We will raise the voice of Palestine. Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
Ali has been at the center of criticism for a while now, especially after claiming that after the October 7th attack, Palestinians had the right to fight back. He did apologize for his victory comments, claiming it was not his intention to upset anyone. He said, I do not support violence on either side. Violence leads to more violence, and this is what I have tried to convey. I have consistently called for an immediate ceasefire and a release of all hostages. I hope to be working with a broad coalition, including both the Jewish and Muslim Greens, soon to discuss sensible ways for us to work on communicating our shared passion of bringing the conflict to an end. But the main thing representatives like Chip Roy and also Lauren Boebert had a problem with was that he said Allahu Akbar. And it's so ridiculous. It's such a silly thing to freak out about. But Chip Roy quote tweeted Ali's video with the caption, "Coming to America." And Representative Lauren Boebert tweeted this. She said, the United Kingdom has radical Islamists taking political office all over the country. We're looking at it from here in America, horrified, not realizing that it will be us next. Councilors chanted Allahu Akbar to celebrate their victories when they got elected. We're either going to get serious about our borders quickly, or the issues the UK is seeing will be here faster than we can imagine. This is something that Ali also addressed as he clarified. It's not unusual for someone of my faith to use the words Allahu Akbar as an expression of gratitude and celebration. Some have sought to misrepresent this, and it suggests Islamophobia to me. Yeah, it's so silly to me as well. It just means God is great. There's nothing sinister about it, especially in celebratory situations. Muslim people say that all the time. Most of the time, it doesn't mean much. So whenever this does get brought up as some kind of scary thing, it just reads to me as ignorant, Islamophobic, and xenophobic. Cenk, what are your thoughts on this?
Pausing here to deliver some honest truth as we do in our news coverage as well. TYT is facing challenges, guys, as the entire industry is. You know who could make the difference? You. If you hit the join button below, it's gonna make all the difference and keep us in business. We appreciate you, thank you. Yeah, if he apologized about inappropriate comments about October 7th, that makes sense and he should. If he apologized about the video that we saw, I don't get it. he said that he wanted to look out for Palestinians. Is that wrong now? Are we not allowed to look out for Palestinians? And he said, Allahu Akbar. That literally means, as Yasmin just said, God is great. So is God not great? Or do they just object to it because it's said in Arabic? Remember, Allahu Akbar, so you're like, oh, a scary Muslim thing, because mainstream media in America and UK, etc., have brainwashed you into like the racism that they want against Muslims, right? Like that's my whole life. All mainstream media has ever done is Muslims are scary, dangerous, like 1.6 billion people. We're all the same. And if you did it to any other group, if you took, there's Jewish terrorists. If you took them and said, they represent all the Jews. Can you believe they said shalom? They said shalom. This could come to America next, right? You'd be like, what are you, a lunatic? But they literally do that to Muslims. And everyone's like, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, we're good with it. But Allahu Akbar is not even Muslim, it's Arabic. It's in a different language. And it literally means God is great. You could say Allahu Akbar about Jesus Christ and the Holy Spirit and God Almighty. It doesn't have to be Muslim. You could say it about Christianity, you could say it about Judaism. It's a different language. I have to explain these things because American media has been so deeply racist against Muslims that these Congress people say the most outrageously racist things, and people barely noted, barely noted. If they had said it about any other ethnic group, censure, kick them out, this, that, the other thing, it's overwhelmingly obvious. And so, but the other thing is, they're about to take over. Oh my God, here come the Muslims. First of all, I'm deeply hurt I didn't get the memo. Second of all, so let me get this right. You have one guy who was elected as a counselor in Leeds, and that's it, the Muslims took over the UK. And and he single-handedly instituted Sharia law. Okay, I'm just curious, because I might go to London, so I need to know whether I'm atheist now, so I gotta beef up on my Sharia law before I go.
Well, I don't think he's done it yet, but he's trying to. That's the insinuation there. Yeah. So you got time.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, we dodged a bullet there, Cenk. I don't know, watching this congressman, talk about the Muslims and the scariness and the Sharia, and obviously he's trying to fearmonger and scare the crap out of people, and he's not making a good faith, based argument, right? Like, I don't think he's being intellectually honest in any way, but I can't help myself and think like, I wonder the last time we inducted some sweeping general laws around the land and how people reacted to, say, putting a piece of cloth over their nose and mouth to go to the grocery store, and how well that went over. I wonder how people might react to something, a lot more serious and repressive. I wonder if we have any test cases of us trying to apply some new, different standards to American living to, sort of keep people a little bit safer than they were. I wonder how that might go over, guys.
Yeah, Americans are notoriously not good with change. That is true. So Chip Roy and Lauren Boebert's comments come after the UK held an election where Liberals gained 104 council seats, Conservatives lost 474 council seats, and the Labour Party gained 186 seats. Here is some quick context. This is reporting from Newsweek. It says it is unclear how many of the newly elected UK officials are Muslim, but according to England and Wales census data from 2021, 6.5% of the population identified as Muslim, which is 3.9 million people. Pew Research Center estimates that Muslims made up about 1.1% of the US population in 2017, 3.45 million. So that's a lot less than what Chip Roy was saying was here in this country. So the Muslim Council of Britain, a Muslim advocacy group in the UK, told Newsweek via email, "We have a proud multi-faith and multicultural country where we have people of all faiths and none in public service. We have a British Hindu prime minister and yes, British Muslims leading our cities and representing ordinary Britons. They don't come close to reflecting the demographic makeup of minorities, and yet their numbers are big enough to trigger bigots on both sides of the Atlantic." And by the way, something else that is, I'm sure, super scary to people like Lauren Boebert and Chip Roy is that the current mayor of London, Sadiq Khan, is a British Pakistani Muslim, and the Prime Minister of the UK is Rishi Sunak, who isn't Muslim, but he's still brown, and I'm sure very, very scary. I mean, I think Rishi Sunak is scary, but not because he's brown. I have other reasons for not liking him. But we've been hearing about this Muslim takeover for years, since 9/11, really. I remember back then, like all we were hearing about was that apparently the 1% of Muslims in this country were going to rise up and take over by force and enforce Sharia law, impose it on everybody. But that's an easy grift to pull when most conservative audiences, especially, have never really engaged with a Muslim in any kind of meaningful way. It's very easy to other those people. But I don't know. I haven't been attending any of the meetings lately. Cenk, is there any secret American Muslim agenda that I don't know about?
Well, look, I haven't been attending the meetings either. Maybe I got kicked out for becoming an atheist, but I freaked out there when you said, oh my God, there's 3.4 million Muslims in America. They're already here. What are we gonna do? I mean, this country's not based on equality or anything, right? So we're gonna have to do something about these dastardly Muslims because apparently there's already a massive Muslim takeover. So they found one counselor in the UK and the mayor of London, and they probably think that Rishi Sunak, who's Hindu, is Muslim because they're deeply racist. But wow, they're not even close to the 6.5% of their population in terms of representation in politics in the UK. So they're not even getting to their representation numbers, let alone exceeding it, let alone taking over the country. I guess, Yasmin, we can be complimented in this sense because Chip Roy thinks that even if we're 1% of the population, we could take over the whole country.
We are strong, a strong 1%. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I
without all the money of the other 1%. Yeah. We need the money.
Well, speaking of that, I also want to say again, usual contrast here. I think about 2% of the US population is Jewish. So if Chip Roy had said the same exact thing, just substituted in Jewish for Muslim, and said there's a massive Jewish takeover happening in the UK and in America, and even though they're a tiny percentage of the population, you know how they are. They're gonna take over the whole country and make us obey their laws. We've got to watch out for the Jews. There would have been and there should have been massive problems with that. He says it about Muslims, barely noted. So that's how Muslims get treated in America.
It's just crazy to me that they're bringing out all the old hits, right? The Allahu Akbar, look at the scarf that these people wear. Like it's all the old scare tactics back when we were supposed to be scared of Al-Qaeda and ISIS was gonna come strangle our babies in their cribs. And now they're just like, wow, I can't believe all these people have sympathies towards a group of Arabs. Let's bring out the old hate, and it's just not working to the effect that it used to.
Thanks for watching The Young Turks, really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.